Like most things in life, when you experience something for the first time, you are often unsure how to go about it. The same can be true when buying your first digital camera. You will undoubtedly be inundated with facts, figures, and more jargon than you know what to do with. In this article, we will attempt to help you with some terminologies and show you what to look for when buying a digital camera. Some features may not interest you unless you need your camera to perform specific tasks. However, it's always worth knowing exactly what you are buying so you can pick a good deal when you see one. Megapixels. The resolution of a camera is measured and advertised in megapixels. The idea behind this figure is the number of pixels with which the camera has to take an image. In this case, the higher the number, the better quality of picture you will be able to handle. For example, if you purchase a camera with a resolution of 4 megapixels, photos you take with that camera will be able to take images made up of 4 million pixels. It's obvious when you think about it that a camera with a 2 megapixel resolution will not create an image as crisp or as detailed as the 4 megapixels one. If you often print out your images on your PC or send them away to be printed, then your camera's megapixel rating can be critical. Higher megapixels on your camera will allow you to make prints larger while still keeping the quality. On the other hand, if you try to print a picture too large than what your camera was designed for, then the image drastically loses quality. The last thing to know about megapixels is that the higher the resolution you take pictures in, the more space your memory card will be taken up. A photo taken on a 4 megapixel camera will need twice as much space on a memory card as a picture taken on a 2 megapixel camera. Be sure if you want quality pictures have enough memory on your camera to back it up. Either that or have spare media cards to plug in once your space has been used. Digital zoom and optical zoom. No doubt, when buying a camera, you will want some zoom function to take those in the distance shots. Unfortunately, this is a troublesome area for some first-time buyers. There are two types of zoom on the market for digital cameras: digital zoom and optical zoom. The only one that matters is optical zoom. This is truly a proper zoom function that brings the objects closer to you using the optics of the camera. Digital zoom is like using the zoom function on an image editing software package. It enlarges a section of the image to look closer to you. You can do anything with digital zoom with a photo editing package, so don't splash too much money on a camera with digital zoom only. Sometimes you will also see total zoom advertised. This means the number quoted here is the magnification of the optical zoom added to the digital zoom's magnification. So try to find out the magnification level of the optical zoom alone for the actual value of the camera. Aperture size. We may go a little further here than some of you would like to care about, but bear with us as the aperture size can significantly impact your pictures. This is because the aperture size determines how much light is let into the camera when your photo is taken. Think of the gap as the iris of your eye. No big deal, you may think. However, having more light allows you to take better pictures in various lighting conditions. Cloudy days are a perfect example. With a large enough aperture, you would be less likely to need the flash. However, I wouldn't say I like to use the flash function. The artificial flash of light does not always do justice to the picture you are trying to take. Also, effects like red eye are common. Shutter speed. Significant effects can be made to images using a variety of shutter speeds. So the thing to look for when buying a decent digital camera in terms of shutter speeds is the broadest range you can find. This will give you the best chance of manipulating the picture the way you want it. Combined with a proactive aperture, the shutter speed can make photos come to life or freeze images instantly. This technique is excellent when you want to take moving objects exactly how they look as if they were still. Setting the shutter speed to a slower setting gives more exposure to the CCD. The effect is that the picture almost seems to run. As a result, moving objects are slightly blurred. You may think this is a bad thing, but take the example of running water. Leaving the shutter speed on for longer will soften the image, creating a pleasing appearance to the eye. Much like how a waterfall appears in real life. You can take digital photography to the extreme with a camera with an extensive range of shutter speeds. With a plodding shutter speed, you can have a long exposure of light to the CCD and hence receive like the famous traffic scenes where the headlights blend into a constant stream. Storage media. Digital cameras come with a slot for a variety of media cards. Check when you buy your camera what type of storage media it requires. There are several popular types, including smart media, compact flash and XD picture cards. As long as you know what type yours is, you should be able to safely buy the correct type. Always ask at your local store if you are unsure. If you give them your make and model, they should be able to point you in the right direction. The size of your media card depends on your budget, but get as much as you can afford. More memory means that you don't have to change media cards, and you can always take pictures of the highest quality. In addition, you will soon learn the benefits of having plenty of storage space when you use your camera regularly. The good thing about camera media is that it's just like a film. So if you do run out, you can insert another one if you have one. It can be a bit of a pain downloading your pictures to your PC, but much less painful than deleting some images because you have run out of space on your media card.